Okay, so today I'll be talking about the newest Marvel movie, Thor: Love and Thunder. First off, I have to say this movie is good but not great. Um, the plot was definitely better than Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness, because as you know, Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness was just about a woman who wanted her kids back. Yeah, that was pretty much the whole entire movie. This movie was actually a little bit more complex. Some people don't think it was really all that funny. I thought it, for the most part, is pretty funny. It does focus on the funny part a little too much, but personally, that wasn't really a problem for me. Our newest villain, Gore, was a pretty good addition and reasonably understandable with goals that weren't entirely evil, but kind of I don't know if you could relate to it, but it was kind of like Thanos, where they had a plan that was good in theory, but their methods were kind of bad. Because Christian Bale, who also played the Batman, which I mean, it's not the best Batman in my opinion, but I absolutely love his Batman. Played him very well, and was probably the most compelling character out of everyone else in the movie. Which is kind of sad because I personally think that Star-Lord is my favorite Marvel character, but and it was getting back to that. The Guardians of the Galaxy were practically no shows in this movie. They were in the very beginning and nothing else. And by the trailer, I thought they would be much more of a part in this movie, but they really weren't. Valkyrie was less important in this one than she was in Ragnarok, which, when I want to watch movies, I want to see characters do better than they did in the original movie that they were in. But yeah, this one doesn't do that. Valkyrie didn't really seem that important to me. Korg was also very not serious the whole time, and also was less entertaining than Ragnarok, and I didn't really feel a certain connection with him in this movie than I did Ragnarok. Basically, Ragnarok was just better than this movie in every way possible. Um, Thor's new outfit is the best by far, and probably one of the things that is in this movie that's better than any other Thor movie is definitely his new look, because I think it looks amazing. Jane Foster, aka Mighty Thor, was actually more likable in this than in the original, and seemed to have a purpose in this movie, unlike others like what I just mentioned. But yeah, I actually thought she was very likable and a good addition to have back into the Thor movies, because last movie Ragnarok didn't have her at all, and she seemed pretty crucial in the other two. But anyways, um, Jane Foster and Thor's relationship part of the movie was compelling and not bland or boring, and was actually pretty convincible. Yeah, I mean, it took up probably way too much of the movie, but when it did, I didn't really think it was, you know, unimportant to the movie. It was actually pretty emotional. Um, Gore and his love and determination to get his daughter back was better than Wanda and Multiverse of Madness. I actually thought that I don't know, the fact that Gore wanted his children back was a lot more meaningful in this movie than in Multiverse of Madness. Zeus, played by Russell Crowe, who also was in Gladiator, which is personally one of my favorite movies of all time, was very entertaining as Zeus and pulled off a very good douchey version of Zeus. So yeah, I mean, he was not in the movie all that much, but when he was, it was pretty funny, and I actually really liked his character and liked that I could see him back in a pretty high movie. Ending wasn't really satisfactory in my opinion. Kind of like Multiverse of Madness, I didn't really care for that ending either. Mainly because Jane just dies. Yeah, I really thought they were gonna do something with her character, like save her, but she kind of just dies of cancer. I mean, yeah, that's kind of brutal to go, through, but I don't know. Anyways. And also, Thor has to be an uncle for this weird, like, kid that Gore brought back to life, which I really thought was kind of dumb, because why wouldn't Gore just die to be able to see his daughter, who also died? and actually, wish to save Jane Foster. I didn't. Yeah, I don't know. That would have probably been a better ending in my opinion, because both parties would have been happy. Gore and Thor. This is funny because it rhymes. And yeah, it was honestly just weak in my opinion. It was like, the ending, whatever. Anyways, wrapping this up, Thor: Love and Thunder is a 7 out of 10, better than the newest Doctor Strange, but not better than the original Thor, and the second Thor we don't even talk about. So, thank you for listening, and please like and subscribe, and goodbye.